Welcome back to the JV Sports Show. We're live out here at Grand Canyon University Golf Course, 59th Avenue in the Indian School in Phoenix. Little Blue Murder for you there, Vince.
Blue Murder. When you told me you wanted to pick the music this week, I pick all the, all the commercial stuff, all the stuff everybody knows. You turn on you got stuff that's like you play, you hear at a bar in Amarillo, Texas.
Hey, there you go. That guitar player there that wrote those songs of that band is the guy that was fired from the Whitesnake band after the big 1987 album with all the hits that you hear on the radio 5 times a day. That's him right there.
I've gotten fired a bunch of times.
Yeah. James, me and you have similar music. We need to hang out sometime.
We should.
Mitch, yes. Okay, well then totally cut me out of the deal. So I'll just go listen to. I'll
get
Journey.
your number, Mitch.
Thanks. Yeah, I'll go and just cry in my pillow, and listen to Journey or something.
What do we got coming up now, Vince?
Yes.
And now the Hohokam Junior College Athletic Conference report.
Love it. On the phone with us is Sonoran Sidewinders out of Tucson. Sonoran Sidewinders head football coach John O'Meara. Coach O'Meara.
Yes, sir.
Oh, good morning, sir. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Good. On the phone from beautiful Tucson. Thank you so much for joining us today. Coach O'Meara should be a familiar name to anybody in the state of Arizona and quite possibly most of the United States. Coach O'Meara was the head football coach at Eastern Arizona College, known for being a little unconventional, but also putting up a lot of points and a lot of yards and perfecting the triple option when a lot of teams abandoned it. Coach O'Meara stuck with it and actually won a heck of a lot of games with it and a few championships. So Coach O'Meara takes his game to Tucson with the new Hohokam Junior College Athletic Conference, coaching the Sidewinders. Coach, how's it going this first year?
It's going good. It's kind of going like we expected. When you bring something like what we do, and we're totally starting from scratch, so we didn't have a lot of returners. I didn't have the opportunity to get 20, 25 of my Eastern guys to stay with me. Yeah. And it would make the change a lot easier. But the kids are working hard. We're getting better and better and better, and it's been an exciting, fun year so far. We haven't had the wins we'd like, but we've been in every ball game and had our chances, and eventually we got to start fixing a few mistakes and start making some plays and starting to get some of those wins.
Coach O'Meara, you guys are making your way up to the Valley of the Sun today to square off against the Salt River Scorpions. What do you know about those guys? What have you seen on film from Coach Daniels' team? Well,
I see a team that's it's like two teams looking in the mirror. We both have kind of hurt ourselves. We've been in every ball game, and at the end we make a couple dumb mistakes, and it stretches the game out and makes it look a little worse than it really is. But it's two teams that have struggled a little bit, and both of us are trying to rebound and get that big win.
But here's the other thing. Obviously, you're not used to being in a position where you're not winning a lot of games. But it is the first year of the league. It's the first year of this team, and you also were the last team to start. So to come on. I mean, how many months have you guys been around? I mean, you literally you started right before the season in terms of trying to assemble a team and the team being formed.
We did, but like I said, those are all excuses. We accepted the job, and we felt we could put together a team that can compete, and I still believe it. We're getting better and better and better. We got one of the best defenses in the conference, so anytime you can play good defense, you always have a chance. And so, our offense is getting better and better every week. Just the difference is the competition is getting better and better too. So we just got to continue to make those steps in the right direction and put together a full game and not have the turnovers and the bonehead mistakes that have been hurting us in the other game.
How's the city of Tucson received your team? And obviously you have a pipeline with getting some kids out of other states, particularly the state of Georgia. How's all that been going?
It's been going good. We're in a great situation. We're playing right there in Tucson High. We got a beautiful stadium right in the middle of town, and we had to battle the University of Arizona. We played at the same time, so that hurt our crowd a little bit in the first game. But we've been on the road all the other games, so we got this road trip, and then we're going to come home for a 3-week stint at the house. So it'll be get some excitement building around here, and looking forward to putting together a little win streak and giving the people something to come out for.
Coach, you guys are making your way up here today, as I mentioned earlier. Give us a little breakdown. What time are you guys going to head up? Are you going to stop and eat on the way? What time do you think you'll get to the field this afternoon? And just break it down for us a little bit.
Well, really, we meet at where we practice. We practice at a middle school right across from Pima West campus, and we'll load the buses at 2:45 and take off at 3. We drive straight down to the stadium, get out. We have a little team meeting, break down into individual, and send our kids out to stretch, play the game, and head home. Eat some pizzas at the stadium, and that's it.
And you're a very selfless guy, Coach. You tend to deflect a lot of the credit on things that you do for your program. What are some of the coaches that you want to recognize with your program?
Well, that was probably the toughest thing is getting our coaches put together. Because of the lateness and high schools were already started and into the programs, and we talked to a lot of guys, but we also didn't want to come in here and raid the high school programs and day one take coaches and things like that, and day one leave the high school's mad at us, and then we're never going to get a player. But I had a few guys that I'd worked with at Eastern that were out of the coaching profession and wanted to get back into it. It's nice when you have a big city to recruit to. In the past for coaches, we've had to bring them into Thatcher, Arizona, and a little tiny place out in the middle of nowhere. And not everybody wanted to move their family and places like that to that type of a thing. So the advantage has been real good. But we got Coach Hancock from Pima Community College. He's a holdover, and so he was coaching last year at Pima, and he's done a great job with us. Of course, my dad is came with
Pops.
me, so that always helps when you got a guy that knows your system and things like that, and he's done a good job. And then we got Coach Dabowski, who was a actual kid out of Phoenix that was a heck of a high school football player, and then he's coached a little bit here, and he's in the youth, and so he knows kind of everything around the area and stuff. So he's done a good job for us coming in. And then also have Coach Martin, who has done a great job with our defense and defensive backfield. He's the guy that I've met in recruiting and stuff like that. He had took a year off from football, and I talked him into coaching one more year for us.
Wow.
So, that'll get better and better and better as we get together, too. Because like I said, now we had to not only put together a football team from scratch, we also had to put a coaching staff together.
Yes. And going into this offseason, you're well positioned because now you're out there. You've got the contacts, and you'll have a full recruiting cycle to get it done, as well as an opportunity to push
3 minutes, 3 minutes
through. So, Coach O'Meara, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We look forward to
problem.
we're
Thank
broadcasting tonight's game out at North High School, James and I. So we're going to look for you pregame. We'll interview you again if you got a minute or two to spare that you could talk to us. So we'll get with you and that game will be at 7 p.m. tonight, North High School, 1101 East Thomas Road in Phoenix. And you can also catch it on our YouTube channel live. Just go to YouTube, type in JV Sports Show, and that'll bring up our channel. Subscribe to it, and we'll send out an alert as soon as we're about to go on air. And it's live. So 7 p.m. tonight. Coach O'Meara, good luck, safe travels, and we'll see you tonight.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right.
Coach John O'Meara from the Sonoran Sidewinders down there in Tucson. Again, the game will be online, available live. We want you to come out as well. It's going to be a beautiful evening. But if for some reason you can't make it out there, make sure and tune into the live stream on YouTube. Just go to YouTube, search the JV Sports Show, go to our channel, and right about 7 p.m., jump in there and enjoy.